everyone. Thanks for this introduction and for this opportunity. So I will talk about Nanit. I'm Assaf, the CEO and founder of Nanit. I'll start by saying that our business is human analytics. And if you are not familiar with Nanit, we actually sell baby monitors that measure sleep and also parental interaction. We use computer vision for this purpose. And there are thousands of parents today across the US that are using Nanit to sleep better. So how the product look like, it's a camera that is mounted above the crib. I would tell you that the experience with Nanit is very different from any other baby monitor that you can think. I won't go much into reviews, but I would say that on BGR, they wrote this baby monitor is so impressive, you want to have a baby just to try it. Okay, so for those of you that didn't raise their hands, now you have a good reason. Basically, the product costs $279, and there is a subscription, $10 a month or $100 a year. And if you look at how we do it, actually, we do it in different levels. First, we give you the best view of your child, and then we give you some real-time information of what happened in the crib. It helps you to manage nap time, check from remote. My baby woke up 1 hour ago, he slept for 20 minutes. Then we give you daily and weekly updates, and every week we'll send you also sleep tips and recommendation of how to improve sleep based on the personal data that we saw during the last week. And finally, we'll celebrate achievements and give you award for sleep milestones and accomplishment from the last week. We measure sleep. We actually measure sleep better than the state-of-the-art medical device. There are different ways to measure sleep, but when you do it with a camera, you can measure also the environment, the behavior, and build a picture around the sleep architecture. In this context of babies, we also measure the parent. And we know when the parent is approaching the crib, when he's touching the baby, when he's taking the baby out of the crib, or differentiate with different kind of movements that we would like to ignore. And then by combining these all behaviors together, also other behaviors of the child, we can have a very precise diagnosis on sleep issues and beyond. This is deeply anchored into research. Like Shade, by the way, we also started at Cornell Tech. When I was a postdoc there, I was part of the Runway program. The idea was to commercialize science and to really help us in building this collaboration between different verticals, whether sleep experts or psychologists, cognitive development, motor development. Today we have plenty of studies that are working in collaboration with different types of institute. We published papers. This was in pediatric sleep kind of a year ago. And if I have time, I will talk about another study that we published last month at the IPSA conference. So Nanit is a research tool. It's a research tool that can tell you about behaviors and sleep. Here you see across the US. For instance, here you can see that babies in Denver tend to wake up one time more than the rest of the states. This is actually good news for parents in Chicago, which is very interesting. I don't know what is the reason, but it is just a fact. We have very precise data on baby sleep. So we can tell you every day the sleep patterns, but it's interesting to see that on Thanksgiving, parents are putting their baby to sleep earlier. Okay, so they will have quality time during the dinner. This is a conference that we have, this is a paper that we published at the conference, at the IPSA conference. We took 3 months, 175,000 nights were analyzed, and we tracked the parental intervention patterns between 0 to 24-month age babies. I won't go into details because I have not much time, and I want to show you this.
Nanit is a very powerful tool. The ability to record the night and then analyze it will serve the need of people in the medical fields as well as parents. Looking at Nanit as a research tool, Nanit gives you so much information. By having Nanit in the house, monitoring thousands of normal children, we can learn more about what is normal. And if we know what is normal, then we can know what's not normal. And are these the early signs of a future disease?
There are constant movements to try to identify children who are at risk for autism earlier and earlier. With this technology, we could certainly develop some normative data and be able to identify otherwise unrecognized signs. This technology could also be used in the adult population, a hospital setting or a hospice setting or perhaps a nursing care setting.
It can look at restless leg movement. It can look at the breathing. And of course, sleep apnea is much more common in adults than in children. Nanit can really open our eyes to things we didn't know as researchers, that we couldn't study in our own labs, and can change the way we treat children and adults as well.
Nanit is the future of consumer-facing health. I don't have time to go into details here, but when we are looking at the future, you can think about application in, of course, pediatrics, but also adult sleep, elder care, big data analysis. And last thing for all of you, here is a coupon if you want a discount on our website. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Assaf.